Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Once again, I am going to be cracking into an expensive box of cardboard. Today, I'm cracking open my very first Double Masters 2022 packs. Now, I picked up a bunch of these, payday treat, got them from a guy on eBay, and they were going for a very reasonable price. This set has some pretty big hits, things like Smothering Tithe, Consecrated Sphinx, Imperial Seal. There are good cards in this set. I'm not after anything in particular. I just want to crack packs because I love cracking packs. And if years of collecting Pokemon has taught me anything, I'm addicted to cracking packs. And that's a very dangerous, slippery slope. And I'm on it now. There's nothing I can do about it. Also, new video, second video, new map. I was using the Fallout map for the first video, for the Bloomburrow video. Again, apologies if that video was like far too long. I swear it's like an hour, but I had a lot of fun opening those packs. This will be a much quicker video. Yeah, new map. It's a shiny foil mat, and this is going to be my main mat, I think, forever. I'm going to use this for every time I play Magic and whenever I open cards. It's absolutely gorgeous. This box has 4 collector booster packs in it, so it isn't going to take an hour to do this video. I say I have got a couple of boxes of these, so I'll do each box in a separate video. Is that... What is the logic of that? You open that and you basically... The same thing, it just birthed itself. That is the most ridiculous... That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Okay, that folds up. That folds out. 4 packs. 4 packs. There we go. 4 packs, that's all you get. It's a little bit like Commander Masters. They're stingy. Those folks at Magic, you know, Wizards of the Coast, they don't want you to have too much fun. Now, these packs, really, really nice artwork on them. Again, I don't really know what I'm after in this set. I'm not after anything in particular. The cards I mentioned at the start, I would not be mad if I got those. Imperial Seal, Consecrated Sphinx, and Smothering Tithe. I would be happy with all of those. That pack opened so easy. It just, like, fell apart in my hands. That was obscene. Now, I think these packs are the old style, so I don't have to flip them over. They go from token through to the rarest stuff. Let's get cracking. Let's kick things off with a vampire. A vampire token with lifelink. Yeah, I'm wrong, because that's the back of a card. Vampire token with lifelink and a spider on the back. Tokens down the bottom. So this should be the common. It is the common. Everything's going to be fine. Right, we're kicking things off with Quasili Pride Mage Cat Wizard Common. Won't spend too much time on the commons. Pop them up there. See if we can get a video in a nice period of time. Not an hour-long one. Strands of Undeath, Enchantment Aura. Very nice. Advanced Stitchwing, Zombie Horror. I think that is in my zombie tribal deck already. Flying Zombies. You love to see it. God's Willing, instant. Target creature you control gains protection from the colour of your choice until end of turn. Very nice to stop someone's attack on you mid-attack. Thought Scour, target player mills 2 cards, draw a card. I think that's in my horrors deck, my milling deck. Arachnus Spinner. Sorry for anyone that has, you know, arachnophobia, doesn't like spiders. I do have a full spider deck with Shelob as the commander, but it can't close out games. Everything just gets death touch and no one wants to swing at you, and like winning with that, it's basically just a nuclear deterrent. It doesn't do much. Lolth Troll, it's a zombie troll. I love that. Black-green. Might find a home in my Necrobloom deck. Trample, discard a creature card, put 1/1 counter on Lolth Troll. Very nice. Okay. Ooh, that's a lovely Rampant Growth. We love Rampant Growth here. Love my green spells that let me get lands. Search your library for a basic land card, put a card onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. Very easy. Very easy, very nice, and I love the artwork on that. Alright. Lovely. Okay, moving into a young Pyromancer. He's learning, he's young, he's figuring it out, he's going to get there eventually. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 red elemental creature token. Okay, moving into... I hate that. I actually hate that. It kills my... I mean, I'm not mad about it, because it's a card I will use. It will always find a home in my decks, but... just my brain can't comprehend getting the same card twice in a pack. Okay, move away from that. Okay, Mole Drifter. I don't actually have a Mole Drifter. It's been around for ages. I have the Eldrazi version, the Modern Horizons 3 version, the Null Drifter. Flying Fish. When it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards. Great. It's quite spenny though. 5 drop for a 2/2 with flying, and you get 2 cards. But you can evoke it, so you can cast it for its evoke cost, and then you sacrifice it. Yeah, that's cool. Uncommon. Right, pop you there. Okay. What am I doing with these? I'll put the full arts here. Abbot of Carroll Keep, first rare. It is a red rare, which it doesn't excite me too much because I don't really use a lot of red. When it enters the battlefield, exile top card of your library until end of turn. You may play that card. Very cool. Right, next up is a mythic. What's it going to be? Oh, it's a blue mythic. Oh, that's a really, really good blue mythic. Mana Drain, absolute classic. Full art, oh my god, that's really nice. It's not foil, which is a shame, but yeah, counter target spell at the beginning of your next main phase. Add an amount of colorless mana equal to that spell's mana value. So basically you counter someone's spell and you absorb the mana they spent to cast it, and then you have that to use. That's a great mythic, really big hit. Right, next up is, I nearly moved away. Next up is another rare, and it's an etched foil, and it is Supreme Verdict. I'm going to put these in their normal piles. I don't know why I've put them down here. I'm confusing things by doing that. Put the commons here, uncommons here. Nice and simple. Okay, Supreme Verdict. 1, 2 white and a blue. This spell can't be countered. Destroy all creatures. Just a simple board wipe that cannot be countered, and it's a rare. Final card of the pack is another rare. Hardened Scales, another just great staple. I mean, this Double Masters set, super expensive, far too expensive, I'd say. So I got them for a pretty reasonable price from an eBay guy, just selling some boxes he had spare. But just 4 packs. It's filled with great staples, though. Let's say Hardened Scales, Rampant Growth, just brilliant stuff. That's the final card of the pack. Nice, rare, full art, Hardened Scales. These will go into sleeves, I promise. I'm not a cretin. Look at these. I love when packs just open like that. Just fall apart like dust. Spirit token with flying, 1/1. And a bear. A big, angry bear. Pop the bear down there. Okay, flip over. Hyena Umbra. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. Gets 1/1 and first strike. Very nice for 1 drop. Deadly Recluse. Reach and Death Touch. That is in my Spider deck already. I'm starting to feel like a lot of the Spider cards I have in my Spider deck are probably from this set. Tusk Guard Captain. I bought a lot of singles. I buy a lot of singles typically. Human Warrior. Moving into Vampire Sovereign. Vampire Noble with flying. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 3 life and I gain 3 life. I love gaining life. Makes me really happy. What's going on there? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's having a terrible time. Is he dead? Is he asleep? I think he's been killed by the elf. Destroy target non-elf creature. Next up is Civic Saber. Equipped creature gets 1/0 for each of its colours, and it costs 1 to equip. Love the foil on that, like the sword actually looks like it's metallic, shining away. Body Double. I've seen this card before. I don't think I have it, but I have seen it. You may have Body Double enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature in a graveyard. That's really good. That might find a home in my Horrors deck. Right. Thoughts. Lots of staples for my Horrors deck. Another one here. Thought Scour. Target player mills 2 cards, draw a card. Just a really nice full art version of that. I always think this kind of sleeping lady looks a bit like Aloy from the Horizon Zero Dawn games. Can you kind of see what I mean? I know you can only see like one half of her face and the hair, but that's what I see. All right, uncommon. Wall of Omens. It's Defender. When Wall of Omens enters the battlefield, draw a card. Great, nice. Just a nice little 0/4 wall to defend you. Right, first rare. No, it's not rare. I've got a common first. Is Seeker of the Way in Hollow. Really nice Hollow card, actually. It's a 1 and a white with Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets 1/1 until end of turn. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Seeker of the Way gains lifelink until end of turn. Okay, first rare now is... No, still a common. These packs are weird. Still a common, and it is Spell Pierce. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. Just a nice counter spell for 1 blue mana. Come on, now must be the rare. Okay, now there's a rare. Now there's a rare. And it is Bedlam Reveler. Devil Horror. Oh, he's red though. Can't go into my Horrors deck. My Horrors deck is black and blue. Captain Garthrod as the commander. Spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. It has Prowess, and when Bedlam Reaver enters the battlefield, discard your hand, draw 3 cards. It is nice. It does a lot of good stuff. Next up is another rare. I think to end the pack. You know, I didn't say I was. I said I wasn't after anything in particular, but if I'm honest, that's a hit I'm happy to see. Smothering Tithe. That is my favourite artwork of Smothering Tithe. I think probably the only one that I can say it might be better is the like anime art but that is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Whenever an opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2. If the player doesn't, you create a treasure token. Fantastic rare. Next up, another rare is Hostage Taker, Human Pirate. Human Pirate. Stop spinning around out of control, Smothering Tithe. Just stay there. Hostage Taker. When it enters the battlefield, exile another target creature or artifact until Hostage Taker leaves the battlefield. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were any mana, or mana of any type, to cast a spell. Very cool. And we'll finish the pack with a final rare, which is Chaos Warp. Chaos Warp is 2 and a red. For the owner of target permanent, shuffles it into their library, then reveals the top card of their library. If it's a permanent card, they put it onto the battlefield. Beautiful art. Just beautiful art. Like, I think as pieces of art, these cards are worth the asking price. I don't say that to encourage, Wizards of the Coast or Magic to keep putting the price up, because the prices are crazy. Like, as a game that you want to play, and you want everyone who plays the game to be able to get their hands on these cards, you don't want to price people out of the game. Like, some of this stuff is, if you want to play competitively and keep up, you kind of need to keep getting the power creep of new sets. You need to be constantly upgrading your sets and then slipping some of these cards in there. They're very powerful cards, so you don't want to price people out of playing the game. But I understand why they are highly priced when the cards are as gorgeous as they are and the artwork's fantastic. But I do think the price they've settled on is still too high for these like £50 or $50 collector booster packs. I think that is nuts. I think $25 max for a collector booster, regardless of the set and the stuff that's in the set. I think any higher than that, yeah, you're going to start losing people. People won't be able to keep up. Okay, Elvish Rejuvenator. Glowspore Shaman. Well, that's a nice one. Like the artwork on that. Winged Cottle. It's a snake with flying and death. It's a snake with wings. What is going on here? Flash, flying, death touch, snake with wings. Disgusting. Doomed Traveller. Into a League Guild Mage. Nice card with some good effects there, good abilities. Draw a card, copy target instant or sorcery spell. Very nice. Moving into Psychic Symbiont. I have that card already. I think I have that card. I think that's in my horror deck. Flying, and when it enters the battlefield, target opponent discards a card and you draw a card. Yeah, just great for the horrors deck. Another Spell Pierce, but not in foil this time. Counter non-target creature spell. Rakdos Carnarium. Ooh, it's a Rakdos land. Rakdos Carnarium enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Oh, I love these. And then you can tap it for 2. So you're removing a land from play to play that, but that land obviously can come back out next turn, and you can tap this for 2, a black and a red. Really, really nice. Nice uncommon. That stuff's usually rare, I'd say. Monastery Swift Spear. Another gorgeous full foil common. Haste and Prowess. Blood Braid Elf. Got a couple of her, but not in that art. Very nice. Haste and Cascade. Elf Berserker. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Right, first rare is Bring to Light. Bring to Light is a 3 green and a blue. Converge. Search your library for a creature, instant, or sorcery card with mana value less than or equal to the number of colours of mana spent to cast this spell. Exile that card, then shuffle. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Pretty good. So if you spent if you had a 5-colour deck and you spent a black, a white, a red, a green, and a blue, if you spent all 5 mana colours to cast that, you can go and find something for 5 mana. Very nice. Moving into a Gifts Ungiven. Can't ungive a gift, that's not fair. Beautiful art on that. Instant. Search your library for up to 4 cards with different names and reveal them. Target opponent chooses 2 of those cards, puts those chosen cards into your graveyard, and the rest into your hand. It's cool. I don't like the choice stuff, and it never usually plays out well. Alright, we have a Mythic next. We have a Mythic. Mythic card next is Etched Foil. Ooh. Muldrotha, the Gravetide. What in the world? I've never seen that before. Elemental Avatar. During each of your turns, you may play a land and cast a permanent spell of each permanent type from your graveyard. That is great. Necrobloom colours? Or is Necrobloom black, green and white? I can't remember. I think it might be black, green, blue. If it is, it's going in. Okay, that's Okay, this pack has probably made its value. Okay, that's nuts. That is okay. I need a sleeve. I need a sleeve. I need a sleeve post haste. That is nuts. Mana Vault. Foil Mana Vault. That is crazy. These packs are just these boxes have got some absolute ridiculous hits in them. Insane. I mean, I'm still too new of a player to really understand the utility of Mana Vault. Like, I know what it does, but how I would use it, it doesn't compute with me. I mean, I think in Commander, which is the format I typically play, I don't think it serves too much of a purpose. Fast mana, 1 for 3. You're still going to be able to close out games quicker, but I think it's more important in Modern and Standard rather than competitive Modern and Standard rather than Commander, but that's still just a crazy card, a crazy pull. It doesn't untap during an untap step, and if it's untapped, if it's tapped, it deals damage to you, so you want to get it untapped, but you have to spend 4 to get it untapped. Beautiful card, absolutely insane pull. Man, okay. I don't know what that goes for these days, but I'm fairly confident it's probably made the value of this pack. That and Smothering Tithe, yeah, crazy. Knight and an Elemental. Beautiful tokens in these as well, like double side, full shiny. Cartel Aristocrat. Into a Grapple with the Past. It's literally a tentacle creature grappling with a bear from its past, probably. Mill 3 cards. Necrobloom. Shadowborn Apostle. Deck can have any number of cards named Shadowborn Apostle. I love that stuff. There's rat cards that do the same, and there were Templars, I think, in the new Assassin's Creed set. Love that kind of stuff. And the I've forgotten the name of them. The things from Lord of the Rings that fly on the dragons. They don't fly on the dragons. They're on horses. I can't remember. Nazgul? I think the Nazguls. Auguspree. Deranged Assistant. Wall of Omens. I never really have wall cards in any of my decks. I get the usefulness, but at the same time, don't know. Rather have a creature. Crackling Doom. Uncommon. Oh, that's a beautiful Dimir Aqueduct. Love that. Dimir Aqueduct enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, return land you control to its owner's hand, and then you can tap it for 2. So it's the same process as the Rakdos one, but it's in blue and black. I need to learn the names of the colour combinations, because they obviously have names within the ethos and world of Magic, and I just haven't taken the time to learn them. That's a beautiful card. Burning Tree Emissary. Human Shaman. When Burning Tree Emissary enters the battlefield, add a red and a green. Very, very nice. Common. Seeker of the Way again. In the shiny. In the foil. Oh, Eternal Witness in the foil. That is beautiful. Uncommon. When Eternal Witness enters the battlefield, you may return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Just great. Graveyard manipulation. Always good. Right, first rare is Imperial Archangel. I don't imagine I'm going to get any big hitters in this pack. I think the big hitters have happened now. Flying with Shroud. All damage that will be dealt to you is dealt to Imperial Archangel instead. Okay, very nice. Oh, I love that artwork. Oh my god. Anything with like skeletons and things, and it's literally the skeleton is being, I say skeleton, I know it's skeleton. It's being ripped out of the body, out of the skin. That is nuts. And it can be paid with either a black mana or 2 life. Choose target card in graveyard other than a basic land card. Search its owner's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that card, then exile them, then that player shuffles. Not good for Commander, typically, unless you're playing against a rat deck or something with loads of cards of the same name. Just a great piece of artwork. Really not for Commander, but for Modern. And finally, I think it's finally, one more card after this, What a box, though. Crazy stuff in there. Wasatora Nikuru Queen. Legendary creature, cat dragon with flying and trample. Whenever Wasatora deals combat damage to a player, that player sacrifices a creature. If the player can't, you create a 3/3 black, red, and green cat dragon creature token with flying. Very, very cool. The final card is a mythic. We're finishing on a mythic, and it is Seasoned Pyromancer. I think we started, I think one of the first packs we had like little kind of beginner trainer Pyromancer, and then we end when he's like all grown up and he's a seasoned Pyromancer now. When he enters the battlefield, discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards. For each non-land card discarded this way, create a 1/1 red elemental creature token. Very cool. Nice mythic to end, but realistically that box was all about the Mana Vault, the Mana Drain, and the Smothering Tithe. I would say they are my happy hitters in that pack. And then, yeah, nice little stack of rares. nice little stack of rares. And we've got a couple more mythics as well. I think 3 or 4 mythics in there. But yeah, these 3, let's get them all in sleeves right now. Smothering Tithe going in. And Mana Drain, let's get a nice thick sleeve for it. Going in. That is my first box of Double Masters, and I kind of feel like it might be my best box. Kick it off the right way, straight away. Mana Vault, Mana Drain, Smothering Tithe. Yeah, does it get much better than that? That is pretty crazy. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, please do leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you soon for more unboxings. I've got 2 more of these boxes to open. And hopefully we can hit cards like this, and they will make their value back pretty comfortably. I think these cards are still worth decent money. Maybe 35? Mana Vault these days, 60? 60? Maybe? 60, 70? Mana Drain, 30? I mean, just in them, 100 and something quid, I think, probably. But we'll find out. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you have, leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you soon for another one. Take care.